was talking to the guy, get him coherent where he could talk. And he started coming closer to me. We grabbed him, got him out.
A volunteer firefighter pulled a teenager from a wrecked pickup truck only moments before it began burning. Good evening, I'm Ashley Gaston. Thank you for joining us. Bill and Kelly have the night off. The Labor Day holiday weekend is off to a dangerous start. Collisions on Interstate 10 in Beaumont and Vidor have killed 2 people, and 16 vehicles collided on the Pine Island Bayou Bridge at about 1 this afternoon in Hardin County. A number of people were hurt. No one died. KFDM reporter Callie Desimone explains troopers say that may be due in part to a volunteer firefighter who pulled 2 people from a truck that burst into flames.
It looks like a death trap, but the driver and passenger inside this pickup truck are alive because of this man.
We come up on it.
David West was driving on Highway 96 toward his home in Lumberton Friday afternoon when he saw something he'll never forget.
It was on fire.
West is a volunteer firefighter in Pinehurst. He's been with the department for only 6 months. Friday afternoon, he used his training to save lives.
I grabbed the truck door, and I pulled it down, and I was talking to the guy, get him coherent.
West says it was a terrifying scene. Several vehicles were piled up. He ran toward this pickup truck. 2 teenagers were inside, and flames were just inches away from their front door.
It was an 18-wheeler that was involved. He grabbed a fire extinguisher, and as we're pulling the kid out to safety, there were 2 of them, they were brothers. He was putting the fire out, so we grabbed him and got him far away from the vehicle in case it exploded.
He says the teens were badly cut, but didn't suffer life-threatening injuries.
My heart kind of started pounding really fast, and I thought about, I got to get this kid to safety as soon as possible.
It took a number of ambulances to transport the teens and several others to hospitals in Beaumont. Once the victims were gone, tow truck drivers moved the vehicles off the highway to allow traffic to get by. West remained through it all, looking at the truck, still in disbelief.
I did what anybody else would do.
But he doesn't want anyone else to have to go through the pain of seeing what he saw.
Please, 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 please be careful. Watch everybody else, because they might not be watching for you, but you can watch for them.
In Hardin County, Callie Desimone, KFDM 6 News.
Troopers say the chain reaction collision began when a driver traveling north on Highway 96 hydroplaned and hit the concrete divider. When that collision took place, investigators were still working the day's first major collision, a head-on crash that killed a man on Interstate 10. State troopers say 22-year-old Billy Wayne Height of Vidor was driving east in the westbound lanes of Interstate 10 at about 2 this morning. Height's pickup truck crashed head-on into an 18-wheeler at the foot of the Purple Heart Memorial Bridge. He died at the scene. The driver of the tractor-trailer was hurt. The 61-year-old man from Houston was treated at the hospital and released. The eastbound lanes reopened at about 9 this morning. The westbound lanes didn't reopen until 11. Investigators say the accident at the foot of the bridge played a role in another fatal collision 9 hours later. A number of drivers were stopped on Interstate 10 West in Vidor at about 11 this morning because traffic was backed up from the collision near the bridge. According to state troopers, the driver of a 2009 Chevrolet pickup truck was traveling at an unsafe speed and crashed into the back of a Mercury Grand Marquis. The driver of the Mercury, 43-year-old Thor Schmidt of Sulphur, Louisiana, died.
There's going to be a high volume of traffic, number one, as you said, for the Labor Day weekend. Also, we're dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Isaac, which a lot of these individuals that were actually involved in this crash were from Louisiana. So just not looking at the DWIs, but let's, be cautious and pay attention to traffic.
8 people were hurt in the crash. The westbound lanes of the interstate in Vidor were closed until about 1 this afternoon.